Hey folks, this is Arcaden here with a quick video about the recent 4.0 patch that was released for 2 Point Museum in advance of the DLC that's launching this week. I'm going to take a look at what's in that patch, which is a lot of preview material for the DLC. So if you've been thinking about diving in again or want to get a sense of what the DLC content will play like, this video will help. It's actually been a good minute since I played 2 Point Museum, and I really didn't experience the big 2.0 and 3.0 patches. Digging in for this patch, I got to see some of that, and I have to say, they've been doing some really consistent and thoughtful support. To summarize those past patches relatively quickly, the 2.0 free patch added new content like floors, wallpapers, a few staff room items, new traits, and balanced a variety of mechanics. 3.0 added memorials for staff who go MIA, which is cute. Or sad. I mean, it's sad. The ability to batch items in the workshop, which is a godsend. I'm just so thrilled that I could just say make 5 survey scanners now. Since launch, they've also tried to address what to me is the biggest problem of the game, that it gets incredibly unpleasant to grind out expeditions in the end game to get the specific exhibit or quality level you want. They've approached this by altering the drop rates and doing things like having the drop rate be influenced by when you last got an item, so the expedition kind of knows what to give you. I haven't played enough just yet to know if that's really working, but I will include that in my DLC content this week. But overall, lots of care and attention since launch. So what's 4.0? This free patch heavily serves as a preview or advertisement for the upcoming Fantasy Finds DLC, which, unsurprisingly, is a fantasy adventure-themed release. That being said, this patch does give you a decent amount, not the least of which is a new museum map called Pointy Mountains. This is a big map, and the way the plots are laid out make it very customizable. It's essentially a flat sandbox where you could experiment with creating brand new hellscapes for the citizens of 2 Point County. The map is unlocked near the end of the campaign mode. When you unlock the map in campaign mode, you get a new, story, I guess. Like the other museums, Pointy Mountains has unique objectives between 1 and 5 museum stars that have a light narrative attached to it. So you also get essentially a final challenge in the campaign. Those objectives are designed more with the endgame in mind. So you start with no money for this museum, meaning you have to take a loan right away, so you already have a big monthly expense. And for some of the objectives, you need a decent understanding of game mechanics, like one where you have to give 5 different types of guests their unique dream visit. But the big thing in this patch is it's giving you a preview and a small taste of the upcoming DLC content. Specifically, you get access to 3 points of interest on a new expedition map. You also get 6 new exhibits, and these exhibits continue the wonderful tradition of charming ideas, cute animations, like a very British genie who pops out of a tea kettle to grant a guest a wish. It's not much content, but you can get a nice little section together. Here's the room I made with the free content. The free patch also gives you a look at a new fantasy-themed expert that comes in 4 subclasses: Barbarian, Rogue, Bard, and Wizard. These experts have 4 stats: Dexterity, Strength, Intelligence, and Luck, so, they're really leaning into the RPG theme here. These stats will interact with the new points of interest, so for example, you might need a certain amount of strength to avoid an injury. Personally, I'm not sure that adding more fussing with the expedition mechanic is the best place to add depth. I'd rather just spend more time in the actual museum, but I'm open, we'll see. The free patch has all of these experts unlocked, but once you get all of the items available, there's really nothing to do with them. I ended up firing most of them and just left the rest to run tours. You also get 3 new guest types: elves, dwarves, and gnomes. The other little bit of a preview they give you is a mechanic where certain expeditions can give you special items that can serve as an exhibit, or you could give the item to a staff member to give them new abilities or increase the new expert's stats. And of course, the patch also comes with some quality of life improvements. The most significant one to me was that you could now set a job advertisement for multiple individuals with a specific expertise, so you don't have to keep re-rolling if you get some bad traits. Just looking at the 4.0 patch in isolation, I'd say this is a solid update. The new museum map and campaign level is very nice. The rest of the new content is very much an advertisement and preview for the DLC, but it was cute and it gives you enough to add a new room to your museum. And that tactic kind of doesn't bother me. Because when I look at the patches and the support overall, I'd say like they are doing a very thoughtful and consistent job. Since game launch, they've added free content, they've listened to the players, improving less refined gameplay elements. I had a blast when I first played this game. It was just a fun game to play, with enough depth to be interesting, but not so much that you get kind of lost in it. And as I said in one of my last videos, if this is a type of game that you generally like, the odds are very high you'll enjoy playing this. And they've only been making it better since launch. The game also, in my opinion, is one of the best value for gameplay deals out there. The standard price is $30 USD, and there's a lot of content here. I've paid a lot more for games I've enjoyed a lot less. I will definitely be covering the upcoming DLC, so if you're interested in seeing any content on that, please be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, happy museum building, and thanks for watching.